This is an Olympic Games belonging to the future. After the human events ended, the athletes were utterly exhausted, unable even to stand upright. The robot competitions, by contrast, were all raw strength contests. Robots could snap steel bars with effortless ease. Bender had long dreamed of becoming the global champion in the steel bending event, but once on the competition field, he found the other robots possessed overwhelming power. Thick steel rods were twisted into spirals in the blink of an eye. Bender seethed with frustration at his own lack of strength. Just then, the women's robot steel bending championship kicked off. Bender perked up at once. If he could not be the king of steel bending, he might as well become the queen of steel bending. He quickly disguised himself, fooled the registration staff, and sneaked into the competition venue. The difficulty level of the women's event was trivial to him. He breezed through every round and claimed the women's steel bending championship by an overwhelming margin. Ecstatic at finally becoming the strongest steel bending queen in history, Bender hopped about with delight. Right at that moment, an important announcement blared over the loudspeaker. All award-winning athletes were required to undergo a gender verification test. Desperate to get away with it, Bender begged the professor to perform a gender-altering modification on him. The professor hesitated at first. For robots, gender is determined by the type of lubricant they use. Injecting female-grade lubricant into a male robot chassis would trigger drastic physical mutations and violent mood swings. The thought immediately sparked the professor's curiosity. They set up a makeshift operating room inside a tent. The professor tinkered and tapped away at Bender, replaced his internal lubricant with the female formula, and finally cut off his antenna. Bender felt no pain throughout the entire procedure. Bender stepped onto the podium and officially reigned as the steel bending queen. Yet the female lubricant gradually brought out more and more feminine traits in him. Once indifferent to his appearance, he now obsessed over every detail of his outfits. Even Fry, once his best buddy, turned into his close girlfriend, helping Bender do his makeup and pick out clothes. A famous variety show invited Bender and a big-name celebrity for a live talk show. Always craving the spotlight, Bender broke into an impromptu sensual dance on the spot. The celebrity had never met such a wild and charismatic woman. The two flirted shamelessly, sparks flew instantly, and they arranged to have dinner together the next day.